Before starting this vlog, I just wanted to give a big thank you to the new subscribers. There's not very many of you, but just to having even a few people caring what I have to make, what I have to say, really makes this feel worth doing and really encourages me to do more. So without further ado, here's the vlog. Warning, it'll be a little bit different. So hey guys, and we're going to start us out with a little bit of gameplay. This is GRAV. This is a game I got on Humble Bundle for not even $6.50, packaged with about 5 other games. I'll leave a link in the description where to get that. As of this writing, you can get that for $6.50. Now this is a survival game in early access on Steam. Normally goes for $20, but like I said, if you see this within the next 5 days, mid-April when I'm recording this, you should be able to get this game very, very cheap. Now, it runs on Unreal Engine, I believe it's 3.5, but even on a beefy computer like mine at 1440p, you only squeeze between 40 and 50 FPS. It's not entirely smooth, but that should get better as the game is updated and patched. Very small team. I don't think they're ever going to have a Linux version, but very interesting survival game. You can do stupid taunts. You can poop. Not even joking. It's very immature, but if you can think of Ark with a space future, with ships, combat, you name it. Think of Rust and Ark in space, sci-fi future feel, and think this might be up your alley. If you can get it cheap, I definitely recommend it. It has mixed reviews on Steam. I'll link to all that in the description. But if you can find a few friends and get it really cheap, I definitely recommend you give it a try. Now, as I was saying earlier, you can get this game on Steam. It goes for pretty cheap. $20. It's not bad, but you can do even better. Right now, $6.31 on Humble Bundle. We'll link to this in the description, as I said. Definitely worth getting. I definitely regret getting this pack because of right here, Indigo Prophecy. I wanted this game for probably 10 years, back when it was on PS2. And it is out on this Humble Bundle for just a little over $6. Definitely worth your time. So, I'm a millennial. I use the hell out of my phone, and I want to have a very, very good one. HTC has just announced they just called it the 10. I guess people they would call it the 1M10, but no, it is just the HTC 10. Now, the thing that interests me most about this is, for vlogging purposes, it has an optically stabilized front-facing camera, which is completely unheard of. They claim to be the first one, and I very well think they are. They probably are the first to consider that. So for my purposes of vlogging, it's fantastic. Has a Snapdragon 820, very large pixels on the rear-facing camera, so it should do great in low light. Has a 24-bit DAC, so for any audio fanatics, including myself, it's very compelling. 4 gigs of RAM, Snapdragon 820, 5.2 inches. It's not too big, not too small. Seems like the perfect phone for me. You'll be able to buy it, and they believe it'll come out next month. Yeah, start shipping early May for $700. Now, that's completely unlocked, and we're talking a very high-grade, well-made, unlocked phone. That's not a bad price when you consider it, especially compared to an iPhone. I was looking to just get a 6S by the time it comes out. By the time the 7 comes out, so I could get the 6S a lot cheaper as an upgrade for my 6, but I might just go with this instead because I'll actually save a few $100s and get a much better phone. So last and definitely not least, some of you know I'm a little obsessed with my home network. I've spent a lot of time and money upgrading it in the last year, and I'm looking to do my next big upgrade for a new core switch. Just looking to get something I can wall mount, and these slim switches seem to do the trick. I actually have a Dell 16-port gig switch, 28 gigabits a second capacity in total. These things claim to go up to 32 gigs, 2 gigabits per channel. That's probably absolute optimal conditions. Not sure if I'll get anywhere close to that. I probably won't. So I was looking at the Linksys 16-port desktop class switch. just because they're pretty reliable. They don't look great, but they do the job and they're pretty reliable. The very popular ones are the Netgear Pro safes. However, these are notorious for failure. They always have blown capacitors. Now, that's not a huge deal breaker for me. I can solder. That's fine, but if I can avoid having to do that, that would be greatly preferred. If I end up only having to pay an extra $10 to get a Linksys that I'll probably never have to do that to, that'll be great. So, on top of the switch, I will probably be getting some Cat 6 cable, just rerunning the cable to, say, my office, the living room, the access point, all the main cables, just upgrade it to Cat 6, mostly because I can, and so I can actually have full gigabit. 5E will support gigabit, but you're not guaranteed to get the full numbers the standard is supposed to give you. So, that'll be a fun little project. Again, just doing it because I can, not that I necessarily have to. I just like to have a really good network, and maybe hell get to the point where I have a network that a lot of businesses would crave. Everything runs incredibly stable, and I'd like to thank some of my efforts have been for that. Thanks for tuning in to today's vlog. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you have any suggestions, what you would like to see in the future. Thank you for watching.